It's a random Sunday afternoon. Maybe you're out on the back porch with a cup of coffee, or the house is finally quiet after a busy week. You're scrolling through YouTube or Instagram, and there it is again. Another video promising, "I became a millionaire in 18 months," or "Turn $1,000 into $1 million with this simple trick." For a second, you pause and think, am I missing something? You've worked hard your whole life, built a career, raised a family, paid the bills, helped with college or aging parents. You make a decent income. But when you check your retirement accounts or savings balance, it doesn't quite feel like the progress you expected after all these years. Naturally, the question comes up, is building real wealth still possible at this stage of life? Or is everyone online just exaggerating? Look, here's the honest truth. A lot of financial advice online falls into two extremes. On one side, the flashy get-rich-quick crowd with crypto secrets, day trading systems, or passive income hacks. On the other side, the super slow advice. Just keep doing what you're doing, and maybe you'll be comfortable at 70 or 75. Neither of those answers feels very satisfying when you're in your 40s, 50s, or early 60s, and you want options and peace of mind sooner rather than later. But here's what most people don't realize. Building real financial momentum doesn't take 40 years, and it definitely doesn't happen in 6 months with some secret trick. But 5 years? 5 focused years is actually enough time to completely change your financial trajectory, giving you more freedom, less stress, and real progress toward the retirement or semi-retirement you want. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the realistic path that works for people just like you. Not flashy theory, but practical steps based on what actually moves the needle in midlife and beyond. Before we dive deeper, let us know in the comments where you're watching from. We'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss any of our upcoming videos. Thanks for being here with me today. If you're watching this and nodding along, you're not alone. According to Federal Reserve data, the median retirement savings for American households aged 55 to 64 sits around $185,000. For many in that group, it's even less. That's not a judgment. That's just the reality. After decades of raising families, changing jobs, and dealing with rising costs. The good news? You still have time to make a meaningful difference, and 5 years is the perfect window to build real momentum. Let's start with the first uncomfortable but empowering truth. Wealth at this stage isn't built by saving alone. Saving is important. It's the foundation. But if you're only saving without growing your income or optimizing what you already have, it's like trying to fill a swimming pool with a garden hose when you could also be turning up the water pressure. Here's a simple example. Suppose someone in their early 50s saves an extra $400 per month. That's solid discipline. Over 5 years, that's $24,000 in contributions. With average market growth around 7 to 8%, it might grow to roughly $28,000 or $29,000. That's real progress. But now imagine they also increase their effective income by just $600 per month through a combination of smarter work, a raise, or a small side income using skills they've already built over a career. Suddenly, they're putting away $1,000 per month instead of $400. That difference compounds dramatically. The point isn't to work yourself to exhaustion. It's to leverage the experience and expertise you've already gained. At this age, your most powerful financial asset is still your earning ability, but it looks different than it did at 30. It might mean negotiating a raise using your track record, moving into a consulting or advisory role part-time, or simply optimizing your current role so your compensation better reflects your value. That leads us to step 1. Get crystal clear on where you actually stand today. Most people in their 40s, 50s, and 60s Haven't done a full financial snapshot in years. I'm not talking about checking your 401k balance once a quarter. I mean a complete picture. All accounts, all debts, home equity, monthly cash flow, and upcoming big expenses like healthcare or helping adult children. Do this once, and you'll probably find money leaks, subscriptions you forgot about, insurance policies that could be shopped, or spending that crept up after the kids left. One viewer I heard from found nearly $380 a month in forgotten streaming services, old gym memberships, and convenience fees. That money, redirected, became part of her 5-year momentum plan. Step 2. Lock in your savings rate and protect it from lifestyle creep. This is where many people in our age group get tripped up. A raise comes, or the house is paid off, or the kids are finally independent, and suddenly new travel, hobbies, or helping family eats the extra. The rule that works incredibly well is simple. Every time your income increases, or a big expense drops off, automatically direct at least half of that new capacity toward your future self. If you get a $500 monthly raise or free up $500 from a paid-off car, commit $250 or more to automatic investments before you even see it. This single habit prevents the slow erosion of progress that happens to so many. Step 3. Make your money work harder with the tools designed for exactly your situation. If you're 50 or older in 2026, you can contribute up to $24,500 to a 401k plus an $8,000 catch-up contribution. That's $32,500 total from your paycheck. If you're between 60 and 63 and your plan allows, that catch-up jumps even higher to $11,250. This is one of the most powerful, underused advantages available to our generation. Start with any employer match. That's free money. Then automate contributions to low-cost, broad market index funds or a target date fund appropriate for your age. You don't need to pick individual stocks or time the market. History shows the S&P 500 has delivered roughly 10 to 11% average annual returns over long periods, though shorter periods will have ups and downs. The key is consistency and letting time do the heavy lifting. Let's run real numbers so you can see the momentum. Imagine you're 52 with $120,000 already invested. You commit to an additional $700 per month through a combination of increased savings rate and catch-up contributions. Over the next 5 years, at a conservative 8% average annual return, your existing $120,000 could grow to around $176,000. Your new contributions of $42,000 would grow to roughly $51,000 with compounding. Together, that's approximately $227,000 to $230,000, all from disciplined, realistic actions. That's not millionaire overnight. That's life-changing momentum you can actually achieve. Step 4. Protect what you're building. At this stage, wealth isn't just about growth. It's about not losing ground to taxes, healthcare surprises, or sequence of returns risk later. Keep 6 to 12 months of expenses in a high-yield savings account or short-term treasuries for true emergencies. Review your insurance coverage every couple of years. Make sure beneficiaries are updated on all accounts. These aren't exciting steps, but they protect the momentum you're creating. Now, here's a quick story that shows how this plays out in real life. Linda was 51 when she started paying attention. She had about $95,000 across her retirement accounts, 2 adult kids, and a mortgage that was manageable but still there. She felt behind and a little overwhelmed. Over the next 5 years, she did exactly these steps. She did a full money audit and redirected $350 a month in leaks. She negotiated a flexible consulting arrangement using her 25 years of experience in her field, adding roughly $800 a month on average. She automated everything including catch-up contributions once she turned 50, and she kept lifestyle increases modest even as income grew. 5 years later, at 56, her investable retirement assets had grown to over $210,000. Her mortgage was nearly paid off. She had breathing room. Most importantly, she stopped feeling like she was constantly catching up. She had built real momentum. The trap that stops a lot of people is waiting for the perfect time or the perfect plan. There isn't one. The people who build wealth in 5 years are the ones who start with what they have, use the tools available to them, like those 2026 catch-up limits, and stay consistent even when life gets busy. Here's what the next 5 years can look like if you take action now. You'll have systems running in the background. Your money will be working while you enjoy time with family, travel, or whatever matters most to you. The compounding that feels slow in year 1 and 2 accelerates in years 4 and 5 and beyond. And you'll have the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you took control instead of hoping things would work out. If this video helped you see that it's not too late and gave you a clearer path forward, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button so you never miss our upcoming videos on practical money moves for this stage of life. Drop a comment below and let me know what's one small step you're going to take this month. Or tell us where you're watching from. We read every comment and it helps us make content that serves you better. Thanks so much for spending your time with me today. You've got this. And the best time to start building that 5-year momentum is right now. I'll see you in the next video.